beautiful and handsome friends. Hope you're all doing great today. So, today I want to talk about marriage. When your marriage is not working, when your marriage is not going the way it should, when your marriage is having issues, what do you do? I just listened to last night. I was listening to a sad story, very emotional, of a mother that the daughter, was was the life was RIP'd by the husband. You understand what I when I say RIP? You know what I mean? The husband sent her to her early grave. When marriage is not working, what do you do? I'm not going to take much of our time because I'll continue with this topic um next time. When two people comes together as man and wife, I'm not talking as a perfect person. I'm not talking as one that doesn't have problems in her home. You understand me? When two people comes together as husband and wife to live together as husband and wife, they are bound to have problems. Issues will come up because there are some certain things. Someone used to say that marriage is like a gift, a wrapped gift. When you open it, you will know what the gift is. You will know what is in the gift, in the wrapped package. So when in relationship, in courtship, many of the times we don't really find out the real character of that person. It can be the male or the female. We will not really find out their real character because in most cases people hide their real character, their real person when they are dating. Then when they enter into marriage, they will now bring out who they really are. That is why before you marry someone, I always say there are symptoms. Symptoms. Always look into those symptoms and think about yourself. If this thing is more than this in marriage, because if you are noticing something of 1%, be very sure that when you get married, it will increase to 5%. When you look well as a younger one, you will always find symptoms. You understand? So always watch out. You who are singles, always watch out for some negative symptoms. So as I was saying, this woman, she was crying, an elderly woman. I was so emotional yesterday. I was almost crying for this mother because her daughter was sent to her early grave by the husband. When marriage is not working out, instead of ending each other's life or ending the life of somebody else's child, please do this. I always encourage separation, but separation is not the initial thing. There are other things that can be done. You understand me? There are other things that can be done before separation. You have to take some steps first. And one of those steps is understanding the issue. Try to understand the cause of that problem. What is this thing that is causing this problem? In most cases, is it that the man is very stingy? Yeah, see, some people are stingy. Or is it the woman? I know a story that it's even white people, that is the wife that is stingy. You understand? The wife became stingy and they separated. It's very painful. I don't know why I'm even laughing. This is very painful. The man was doing helping the woman when she was not working. Then the woman now started working and she became very, 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 very stingy towards the man because the man was no longer getting much. And it led to the separation of the marriage. So try very hard. See, bring down your ego. Be coming down. Put your pride one corner. Take down your pride then, especially men. You know that men has ego. They always want to be the head of the house. You understand? It's natural. That's how God has made them. So carry down your ego, Put it one corner. Try to be human. Find out what is the cause of your problem, the root cause of your problem. Don't live in self denial. This is the first step. Look for what is causing your problem and try to tackle it. If the fault is from you, the man, accept it. If it is from the wife, accept it. Everybody accepts his or her fault, her blame. This is not time to be blaming each other. There is no need blaming one another now. It is your fault. It is not my fault. It is my fault. It is not your fault. Find out your problem because something definitely is the cause of your problem in the home. Something is causing it. Calmly, humbly, truthfully find out what the problem is. Because when you are looking for solution to something, you have to be sincere. It's not when you see white, you try to call it black or try to paint it black. And you see black, you try to paint it white. Be truthful to yourselves and tell yourselves the truth. What is the cause of your problem? Find out the cause. By the time you find out the cause of your problem, then solution is not far from you. Try open communications. Try it. Open communication. Talk to each other. Try to have a discussion with each other. Be calming down in that problem. Just calm down and try to talk to each other. You are not enemies. Sometimes I wonder, how can two people, a man saw a woman, liked her, married her, and suddenly, immediately he married her, she will become his enemy? I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. He will now find another woman. I'm not here now to pass blames. I don't blame anybody. I don't judge anybody. I like saying my truth. But saying my truth doesn't mean I'm judging anybody. You understand? So I wonder how a man will see a woman. And I always wonder. You see a woman, you liked her, and you get married to her. Immediately you marry her. You begin to hate her. You will no longer like her. She will no longer be attractive. You begin to look at another woman outside. Such men, if you're a man here, I'm sorry, but I'm saying the truth. Such men, when they marry that woman that their eyes are on outside and brings her in, they will continue with the same character because they will keep seeing other women outside. That is why contentment is very important. They will keep seeing other women outside that are better. Does it mean that the woman they are cheating on doesn't see other men that are better than them outside? Now let's drop that aside. That is in the case where cheating is the problem in the homes. Now, I mentioned stinginess. Is it cheating? Is it what is it? Whatever it is, that is the issue. Learn open communication. Learn to communicate with your spouse. Both of you should come together and talk about it. Talk about what the problem is. I didn't say fight about it. I didn't say destroy each other about it. I said talk about it. Put yourself down. If you listen to me, I said put your pride down. Throw it one corner and put on humility so that you'll be able to discuss with one another. Both of you should sit down together and talk about the problem in your marriage. What is causing problem in your marriage? I hope I'm communicating here. Avoid blaming each other. Avoid argument because by the time you start arguing and shouting and another quarrel will start and the problem will not be solved and you'll be heading nowhere. So try calming down and communicate. Avoid blames, passing blames to each other and talk about that thing that is causing the problem in your marriage. This I'm going to end it here today. So I'll see you in the next section of this video. It's not ending here. I'm coming out live again to talk about this. Don't forget, understand the issue that is causing that problem. After understanding the issue, Learn open communication. Communicate with each other. Open communication about that issue. Avoid blames. Because when you keep blaming each other in communication, it's going to bring up another quarrel and another trouble. You understand? Hello. Hello, my friends. I appreciate you all who have joined me on this live today. Thank you so much for joining. God really bless you all. So what I'm telling us here, the story about this woman. This woman, the that I was listening to last night, the husband of the daughter, and this happened to be her only daughter. And she said she had boys. But what happened is that, hello, dear friend, hello, God bless you. Thank you for joining. What happened was that the husband had friends, and the husband, she and the husband had boys, rather, sorry. The mother and the father of this dead lady, they have boys. But she was the only girl. So they decided to train her. The mother said she decided to leave the boys and train her. It's rare. In our Africa, in Nigeria in particular, they always live, especially where I come from, like among the Igbos. I'm an Igbo lady. Understand? So they prefer training the boys than training the girls. But this story was the story of this woman really touched me. It's rare. I've never heard this before. She said she decided to leave the boys, and because they weren't well to do. The husband had an accident, and it really affected them financially. So the husband was a kind of still sick of the accident. He hasn't fully recovered. So they decided to train the only girl among the boys to give her a quality education. You understand? And after training this girl, they couldn't even train her to the level, university level they wanted. As time goes on, after the husband had the accident, it was she won a scholarship. She actually studied with scholarship. So as she studied with scholarship, she graduated, she got a good job, that and that, and she got married. Along the line, she got married to this young man. The mother was not in support of the marriage, because we always say, it's not me that says, it's an adage, that what an old man, an old person sees sitting down, a young one, even when that person climbed the highest mountain, will not see it. The mother was not in support of the marriage. She talked to the daughter. They tried all they could, but the daughter ended up marrying this man. And this man ended up killing her. The man ended her life prematurely in the marriage, just because of problem. That's why I'm bringing up this topic. When your marriage is not working, you discover that there are problems in your marriage. What do you do? Instead of taking each other's life, when it gets to the level of you can no longer take it, separate. Yes, it is better to leave the marriage alive than to leave the marriage dead. You understand my point? So what steps do you take when your marriage is not functioning? I'll come again to continue with this topic. First, understand the issue. Second, open communication. And thirdly, stop blaming each other. While communicating, don't blame each other. Try to figure out, discuss the solution to your problem instead of blaming each other while communicating. So thank you very much. I'll see you in my next video. Hello, my friend. My name is actually Nkechi. Thank you. So take care of yourself, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, stay positive and bye.